So I have some house paint on the canvas over where I drew the layout. It's Glidden Premium Interior Paint and Primer. The red can. And then so that's the white. It's unchanged, just right out of the can. I have a little bit of Amsterdam white 105 with some Australian Floetrol as a cell activator, just a little bit, tiny little bit in my little 3-ounce cup. And then I have some, this was more of the Amsterdam Prussian Blue Phthalo, number 566. Cell activator, there's a little more of that in my little 3-ounce cup mixed with the Australian Floetrol. And then this is not a cell activator, but we're going to use it with a cell activator. This is more of the number 4 Dollar Store Phthalo Blue with the Amsterdam grayish blue. Well, it's mixed to look like that, but we ran out of the Amsterdam grayish blue. So number 4, we already discussed that. So it looks about the same as the one in the cup. Oh, and by the way, for this cell activator for the darker blue, I added a little bit of white to it, and then I added some black ink because it was too dark. And then, oh, actually, that's not a cell activator, but this is a cell activator. This is some phthalo blue with some white added, with Australian Floetrol, maybe a little ink added. So, but that's Australian Floetrol. Anyway, so we're gonna lay it out like the picture that we discussed. Hopefully I didn't just get my head in this. That'll be tough to get out of my hair. Anyway, this is kind of light as far as paint pouring goes for a pillow. Just because I'm going to be adding so much paint. And by the way, the canvas has been primed with gesso, 2 coats, dried, and then after the second coat, I sprayed the back with water. Let that dry. So, just to tighten it up. Hopefully I did it in the right order. I've done the gesso, but I was worried about, I don't want it to pool in the middle. So anyway, so we need a number 1. This Prussian, oh, and if you're wondering what the dollar store phthalo is, it's this. It's a very bright Microsoft type blue. Anyway, so here we go with number 1. It doesn't look as dark. I must have lightened it up. I think I'm gonna switch the 1 and the 5 just because I want the left to have the darker blue, just according to the example picture. Right? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go in the same order. I obviously lightened this up a little bit. It used to be more black. Anyway, so we're gonna go with this. Hopefully it doesn't drip all over things I don't want it dripping on. So first we're gonna put the paint down, then we're gonna do a swipe. Okay, and then we have a number 5B. So it's the ingredients I told you, but then it has a little black added to darken it up. And then we're going to do number 3 or 2, whichever is the one that doesn't look green. 3 or 2. Yeah, that's this one. This is not green. So this is like a sky blue. And we'll see how we like it and if we want to overlap some of the colors. And it's dripping off the table, and I just want to put a second layer of paper towel just to protect. You know, I bought this coffee table just for paint pouring, but still. All right, so that was a 3. And then we're going to do a 4B, which is well, we already discussed it. It's pretty much the same, I think. But it was the grayish blue. It's made to look like the grayish blue with the Amsterdam mixed with the Dollar Store Phthalo blue. And the Prussian blue halo with some drops of Liquitex Premium Iridescent in the US blue. Okay, so this is the rightmost room area. Now we gotta consult the room to make sure we get the just everything in the right proportion. Okay, so now we're gonna do the greenish one for the floor, and we're gonna overlap a little bit just to get the layout of the room right. And then this goes a little bit like this. Doesn't matter if it gets on the top of my bin, but I'd rather not have it go on my floor or my lap. I do have plastic on the floor in front of me. I've never done anything this big, so I'm not as prepared. Alright, so there we go. We got the room layout. I think I'm going to do some overlap. So we'll do a little bit of this blue in the first area, just to get it, you know, a little variation. And then we'll do a little bit of this one in the middle area, and then that. Filling holes. Oops, dip my label. And then we have a little bit of this left. Much, maybe a little bit All right, now we're gonna swipe. So we're gonna try to get the plan. So we're gonna do the dark on the left more. Let me get a swiper. These are like cake tools, so I don't have to just cut plastic, but plastic cutouts work well too. So we're gonna do this tool. Hope you guys can see okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay on a little bit of this. I'm trying to picture how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it the long way, just to keep consistent with the room. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this cell activator, just for the heck of it. So we're gonna swipe it over here down. Looks pretty good. Hopefully that works. It looks good at least. Try to swipe down to the room layout. I know it's with paint pouring you can't have exact anything. So we're gonna keep with the style as much as we want to. I think the background's a good place to do it. I'm getting paint on my feet. Okay, so now we're gonna do our second section swipe, and we're gonna do I think we're gonna do like a triple color type of thing. We're gonna do some of this blue cell activator that's kind of like the last color a little bit. And then we're going to do just a little bit of this non-cell activator dark blue, just to make it blend a little bit. And then we're going to add a little bit of this white to lighten it up around this edge. Hopefully you can see that. So the white's going to be towards the middle. We may do something later to make it a little more blendy. I don't know. But it works for me. So now in this next section, we're going with our trend. We're going to still do the triple. We're going to add our lighter blue cell activator. Then we're going to add some of our non-blue cell activator, or our non-blue that we swipe. And we're going to add a little bit of this white cell activator on the other side. So the non-cell activator is on my right. As you can see, kind of. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully that works. I think I missed the bottom. I don't know. The girl's going to be there. All right, and now on the right side, we're gonna do some of this, the light blue cell activator. This is a wide section. And then, I don't think we want to add any light blue to this. And then some white cell activator. Swiping up. We don't care if our cell activator has even coverage. We definitely don't want a lot of cell activator in the background. It's going to look weird. Okay. And then this bottom area, this is basically the floor. So I really like the way this teal is kind of blending with the white and the lighter blue. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add a little bit of this darker, just like a drizzle, just because it's tough to control. And I'm gonna add some of this white, just like a little pop. Oops. And then, so on this, we're gonna add some of this blue. It's a non-cell activator. And then we're going to add this blue cell activator. A little darker than that one. We'll swipe across the floor. From this side to that side. Watch your feet. And then we'll go again. There's a lot of paint on there. We don't have a spinner that's big enough. So, hopefully that'll look good. So it's kind of the similar look to the example picture. The example is kind of like a, you know, faded jeans look, you know, nothing very clear. It's not too much going on with the cell activator in the background. It's a little lighter than I expected it to turn out. We may go over that to darken it up. And then you can see we're not covering our edges very well here. So I'm gonna just kind of grab a little paint from my container and put it on the canvas. Oh, no dirt. How's it look over there? Looks good. This is a little light. This one worked out well. All right, and that's the base. Let's see how it